The run-up to the presidential election in the U.S. A perfect time to drag out the good old Cold War skeleton from the closet.
Russia. This is, without question, our #1 geopolitical foe.
In the world of the presidential hopeful Mitt Romney, Russia is America's prime enemy, while its president-elect...
You should remember him. This man kills for pleasure.
I think President Putin represents a real threat to the stability and peace of the world.
But that's in the world of Mitt Romney. What about, well, America?
There is no evidence of any popular support for bashing Russia, for hostility towards Russia. So this idea that somehow or another Russia is a concern for Americans, it just doesn't add up at all, with a very small sliver of people.
Asked about Romney's comments, President Medvedev advised him to stop reverting to olden days Hollywood stereotypes and take a look at the calendar.
I would advise all US presidential candidates to make more reasonable statements. It wouldn't do them any harm to do so. And to check their watches. It's the year 2012, not the mid-1970s anymore.
The current leaders of the two countries may have long laid the Cold War to rest. But for some, it's just too good to let go.
Boy, to return to those Cold War simple days.
Russia is not the only foreign policy bandwagon the Republican presidential hopefuls are capitalizing on. The list also includes China, Iran, Syria, each candidate, except Ron Paul, trying to sound tougher than the other. The strategies they put forward: bombing, arming, isolating, threatening.
I want to beat China. I want to go to war with China.
These guys are after us and looking for ways to harm us.
Of course you take military action. It is unacceptable for Iran to have a nuclear weapon.
But what if all of what the trigger-happy candidates suggest on foreign policy actually happens?
I worry about the world in which Romney became president because I think he would adopt a more militaristic foreign policy.
This world is depicted on Etch-a-Sketch. It's some kind of mythical and very unreal view of the world.
If America takes up a much more aggressive stance towards lots of foreign countries, it'll be a much more dangerous world, but it'll also be dangerous for America because we can't afford to do that.
Mitt Romney will most likely win the Republican nomination, and America will face a choice between him and President Obama. Polls show the majority of Americans disapprove of Obama's policies, but most experts agree that he will inevitably win the election because too many Americans are just plain scared of having someone like Romney as their future leader. I'm Ganesh Chakam reporting from Washington, RT.